All right, I always tell guys this one thing. If you want to connect with a girl on a date, let her do most of the talking. 75-25, right? Because the more she talks and shares things with you, the closer she's going to feel with you. And the best way to make her talk is by asking good questions. Not boring small talk stuff like, so what do you do for work? Or how was your weekend? But questions that she's gonna be excited to answer and give you more details. And that's what I'm going to give you in this video. The 13 best questions to make women open up, feel a connection with you when you're on a date. So note down these questions and use them the next time you are out with a very cute girl. You are going to be surprised at how much better your dates go. So let's dive in. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, I'm going to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods for winning over any woman you like. So hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video. And let's get started. Before I get started and tell you the 13 best questions to ask a woman on your dates, I want to ask you a question. Did you know that 2 out of 3 guys will experience hair loss by the time they're 35? And if you are one of those guys who experiences hair loss, then you are going to love today's video sponsor, Keeps. Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth at about half the cost of a traditional pharmacy. With Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office, and their team is available 24/7 for a whole year, so you can get help, vent whatever you want. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair that you have, Keeps has you covered. In addition to clinically proven treatments, Keeps has an award-winning all-natural thickening shampoo and conditioner system. And if you're struggling with hair loss and want a solution, I definitely recommend giving Keeps a try. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get a special offer on Keeps treatments, go to keeps.com/Marni or click the link in the description. That is keeps.com/Marni. Thank you, Keeps, for being today's video sponsor, but I do have one more super important tool and tip to give you before I give you the amazing questions. Here's the thing. Questions are great for getting her talking, but what gets women talking more is your reactions and responses to her talking. So many guys can fire off good questions, but they have 0 to little follow-up, which can leave a conversation falling short and having the woman feeling completely deflated. So whenever you ask a question, which is asking for a piece of a woman, you need to value that information they share by giving a response. After watching this video, I suggest you go watch another one of my videos called Why Women Lose Interest and What to Say to Make Them Pay Attention, which is all about my LCA technique. LCA, learn, confirm, appreciate, is what gets women hooked on you after you ask her questions, and I'll put the link down below, okay? All right, enough yammering. Here is a list of great questions that you should be asking on dates. So question number 1, what does your typical day look like? This is a great question for early in the date. Most guys start off with stuff like, how was your day? Or how was your weekend? Or, what do you do for work? Which is fine. But this is a better version of that question, in my opinion, because it gives you greater insight into her life. She might talk about her work, what she does in her free time, if she has a morning routine, who she spends time with, if she's a morning person or a night person. It's a very open-ended question, right? Not as limited, and gives her a chance to reveal a lot more about herself. So question number 2, what are you most passionate about right now or most excited about right now? So this is the question that can instantly make a woman light up, because all of us love talking about our passions or things that we really care about, and it makes us feel happy and excited. So if you're the one who gets her talking about the things she's most excited talking about, she's always going to associate those positive feelings with you. Secondly, this is a great alternative to the question, what are your hobbies? And that's because hobby is a tricky word. Most people aren't totally sure about what's considered a hobby and what's not, or don't even have hobbies, but everyone knows what's something they love or they're excited about or care about. So framing the question this way gives your date more clarity on what to talk about. Question number 3, what's one place you would love to travel and why? Almost everyone has a place they'd love to go to, and they'll always enjoy talking about it. Plus, it opens up a lot of other topics that you could discuss. So you could tell her what's the one place you'd like to visit and why, and then you could discuss traveling in general, places you've gone to in the past, best vacations, any future travel plans. There's so much potential for conversation that can stem from this one great question. So I definitely recommend that you use this one. Question number 4, what's your most favorite thing about where you grew up? So when you ask a woman, where are you from? I mean, yes, it's a good question, but it doesn't really open up for much more. It's a common question people ask each other during small talk, and you typically get a short reply because it's a closed-ended question. Where did you grow up? Boston. Done. However, if you ask her what's her most favorite thing about where she grew up, it gives her more to talk about. And more importantly, it gets her talking about something she cherishes a lot or remembers fondly. You can even use this as a follow-up question too. Where are you from? Because I know it's like automatic you want to ask these things. And it works so well. It triggers positive memories and feelings that she will unconsciously associate with you. So question number 5, what is your favorite memory from when you were a kid? When you're on the topic of the place you grew up, this is a great question to throw into the mix. So once again, it's going to get her thinking about positive and happy moments and make her not just share more about herself with you, but also feel great about doing so. Okay, question number 6. This is a more playful one, but it's what's the longest lie you've ever told? Right? So this is a very unique question that's guaranteed to stand out, and it typically leads to sharing some fun stories that you can joke around and banter over because almost everyone has had one of these lies, like little white lies that they've told in their lifetime. In fact, like my guy has this lie that he told his parents that he was kidnapped when he was 12 years old, but he really just went to the movies and he still has not told his mother. It's crazy. Question number 7. What is the craziest or most out of character thing that you've ever done? So this is another fantastic question that leads to a fun back and forth. Depending on her answer, you could tease her, you could challenge her, you could share similar stories, or just joke around and have a good laugh. It also gives you an idea of who she is or how adventurous and spontaneous she is. And it tells you a good bit about her personality. Even if she doesn't have anything, that's something to joke around with. Number 8, what's your most embarrassing fear? Staying with the trend of questions that spark a fun vibe, this is a great one. This question will almost always give you a fantastic opportunity to tease her and banter with you. You're just like trying to collect stuff so you can joke around. And once again, it can also lead to an exchange of fun stories that make the conversation super interesting. Question number 9, do you have any secret talents? The more things you can learn about her that most people don't know, the closer she's going to feel to you. And that's what makes this question like such a great question. Question number 10, if you could instantly become a master at any one skill, what would you pick? This is yet another lighthearted and imaginative question that will help you know her personality better. Plus, it opens up opportunities to joke around. For example, if she says she'd love to master salsa dancing, you could say, well, if you ask nicely, I might be open to giving you a lesson. She might smile and say, oh, really? You know how to salsa? To which you could reply with, sure, how hard could it be? With a playful smirk on your face. It just opens things up. It gives you more than, what do you like doing? You know what I mean? You could have this exact exchange about almost anything that she says. And that's why it's such a great question to ask. Question number 11. If you could relive one day from the past, which would it be and why? See, now I'm thinking about the answer. But this question will transport her to a day she really cherishes or remembers, bring up good feelings that she is going to link to you and give you more insight into her and what's important to her. Question number 12. What's something that you've never done but always wanted to do? Super fun question. Again, you get to know her better, and sometimes it could even lead to a future plan with her. It's like helps you think of ideas. I know a guy who went out with this woman who always wanted to go skydiving. I want to go skydiving. And on their 5th date, they actually went and did it together. Question 13. What is the most valuable thing to you in your life? When you're dating someone, you need to know what they value in life. That's how you can select people. That's how you figure out if they are compatible with you in the long term, or for the next 3 dates. And this question is an easy and direct way to uncover what she values most. So I definitely recommend you ask her this on a date, but probably in the later stages of a date because it's a more serious question, right? You want to get the fun stuff out of the way with and then go more serious. So it's best saved for when you know you already have a good rapport with her and she's already opening up to you without hesitation. So that said, there's one thing that you need to know. While all of these questions are great for opening her up and sparking connection and getting her to open up to you, if all you do is ask these questions, you will eventually, kill the conversation, even though they're super interesting questions. That's because while she needs to feel a connection with you to want to see you again, she also needs to feel a sexual spark or chemistry with you. And that is created through flirting and bantering. In fact, that's why I kept mentioning how some of these questions open up opportunities to flirt, tease, and stir up some banter. You need to take these opportunities as they come towards you. And if you're not sure how to tease and flirt with a girl, then I am going to teach you how to do it, because I highly recommend checking out my program called The F Formula, the flirting formula. The F formula tells you exactly what to say to a woman to make her putty in your hands. It gives you countless word-for-word examples for playful and flirty things to say to any girl, as well as more sexually charged lines. So you can simply copy and paste conversations and create intense attraction with women. If you've always struggled to flirt with women and tend to play it safe in conversations, then the F formula is definitely for you, and it's going to turn you into a natural flirt who can give a woman butterflies and get her excited and turned on with just his words. So click the link in the description below and check it out now. Thousands of my students have used the lines and techniques inside the F formula to date and sleep with gorgeous women, and there's no reason why it cannot do the same for you. So again, click the link in the description below, check out the F formula. Lastly, thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I hope you found it useful, and as always, I will see you next week.